Hey Snakies, it's me, Fifi, and I'm here with my top 20 list, top 20 K-pop tracks of 2023 list, and I'm so excited to share it with you. It's been a year full of bop after bop after bop, after album after album, after MV after MV. There's been so much content, but also great quality content. And yeah, this list was extremely, and I mean extremely hard to do. It was almost impossible. I originally intended to do a top 10 like I did last year. If you missed my video last year, I only posted it on Instagram. Still there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my honorable mentions before I get into the list. Just so it's out the way, so people aren't expecting a specific song or artist to pop up, then the list finishes. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I want to give you my honorable mentions first, and then get into my top 20 list. So yeah, here's my honorable mentions. Okay, so my criteria for this list was 1 track per artist, group, or unit. No Japanese releases. I don't know. No Japanese releases. I don't know why I did that. It's because I did that last year. And 3, the tracks that I added into my list had to be tracks that I've had like on repeat, like properly on repeat. Not just songs that I really liked or I thought were good or I listened to, like tracks that I had on repeat. So saying that, my first honorable mention would be Twice, Jihyo and Misamo. Now, if I was allowing Japanese releases on this list, Misamo would 100% have been on here, but because no Japanese releases, they're not on here. Twice and Jihyo are not on here because whilst I really liked some songs they released this year, I didn't really have anything on repeat, so I had to leave them out. Dreamcatcher is an honorable mention. They've released some great title tracks this year, I feel. Queen, I think she came back with an incredible solo, an incredible long album, nice and long, full of bops. Again, nothing I had on repeat. The next group I want to give a shout out to is ATEEZ. ATEEZ are slowly but surely really growing on me. And I think their title tracks last year and this year have been really strong for me, and I've really been enjoying them. However, I haven't had anything on repeat. Same goes for Stray Kids. You know how much I love Stray Kids, but nothing really drew me too much this year. I still was listening to stuff, they just couldn't make it onto the list, unfortunately, but I'm giving them a shout out. BBG Untie, that track, literally, it was on my list and I had to take it off because I just had to make space for something else. And my decision to take it off was because as much as I love the track Untie, I love the performance and the choreography just as much. Like I love like the full package of that track and the performance and the choreo. So yeah, Kiss of Life, haven't made it onto the list, but I feel like you guys know how much I've enjoyed them. Just never had anything on repeat. Tempest, fantastic group, fantastic title tracks and releases, not on the list. And last but not least is Somi's Fast Forward. That track is iconic. I absolutely loved it. Just not worthy of the list, unfortunately. There's a lot of other stuff I loved that you would have seen me react to, you would have known I loved, that I can't sit here and mention everything. I'm already talking too long. I want to get straight into the list. Let's go. Now, I know you want me to stop talking and get onto the list, but a couple of disclaimers I just need to get on the way because I know it's going to happen. Please do not leave comments saying, oh, I'm so sad you didn't add this track, or why didn't you add this track, or you should have added this track, or I can't believe you added this track. Any of those comments, I'm either going to just delete them immediately, or I'm just going to tell you to shut up. It's annoying. It's not easy to make these lists. This is my list, my personal list, my subjective list. Also, don't tell me you don't like any of the songs on my list. I don't care. I'm not here to make this list for you to tell me what you don't like. I want to know what you do like. So please leave your list in the comments. Let's go. This is no particular order, kind of, but it's kind of also a little bit in order, but not, like, because it changes, so not in order, but a tiny, teeny little bit in order. Let's go with track 20. Now, there was a couple tracks on this album that I couldn't choose between. However, I went for Be Mine in the end because I just think the vibe was so nice. And I didn't really hear a track similar like this for the whole year. I thought it was very unique and it just had a really, really nice vibe. And my favourite part of the track, which is the part I'll play for you now, I think was the deciding factor for me.
So give me more time, baby. Nah, what you say? Look at me, chemistry, fancy. hesitate. 오늘도 이렇게 상상.
Yeah, so for me, that switch up, or like, it's almost like a switch down because it goes even more mellow. For me, that switch up was arguably the best switch up for me the whole year. Like, I don't know, it just hit different. I absolutely loved it. Okay, so this next one was really, really tough. One, it was tough to pick a track of this specific album, and it was also tough because I had to choose them or another group unit type thing. I think you'll understand once I play it, but yeah, I had to go for this one. Truly iconic. That song is literally too good to be true. It's a banger, it's a bop. It sounds so expensive. I love it to pieces. I did choose this. I did choose Odd Eye Circle over a Lucemble track. So I guess Lucemble is another honorable mention. I didn't add them in, I just didn't have enough space, man. And I just went for Odd Eye Circle instead of a Lucemble track. Love it. Let's go on to track number 18. Okay, so this next one needs no introduction. It's just a bop. And for this one, I don't really have a specific favorite part. I just love the track overall, and I love the way the beat just does that ba-dum, 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 ba-dum thing. Slaps. Next one. Okay, so this one was probably my track of the summer. And this is my favorite part.
No, I'm sorry, I ain't sorry. That's about big girls making money. That's why you're #1 fan now. You can only see me at a sold-out show. Will I ever go back? Will I ever trip up? Will I ever pull up on? Watch and see, but to throw another rate the money, rate the money, rate the money, rate the money, rate the money.
I honestly love outros to songs. However, K-pop songs rarely have nice outros like that. The tracks just sort of stop like immediately. So yeah, absolute bop. Next one. I can't even remember which track we're on, but this next one, it was hard to choose. It's a solo, and it was hard to choose between this idol's main group or the solo, and I went for the solo because the solo is just a 10 out of 10.
Want to walking on your mind 맘을 향한 걸음마 가까워지는 듯 싶을 때 놓쳐버려 all
Honestly, he surprised me. He surprised a lot of us. This track was fantastic, and this is my favorite part. It's an absolute bop. The piano in this is top notch. That second verse, the way it sort of mellows out again and he comes in. Okay, this next one is definitely my favorite track from this artist this year and maybe ever. I love it so much. Here's my favorite part. That away melody is so beautiful. Let's go on to the next one. Next up is, well, I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was between this and another track, and I'll tell you what the other track was after. Let's go. You probably guessed what it was. Yeah, I chose that over Party O'Clock. I just had to. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this next one, I just have to say that this is the best Afrobeats K-pop song that I've ever heard. Is not a West African delivery. Yeah, I want it. I don't know what is. Hey DJ, baby scratch like a white knight, I can't define. I'm a mess. I'm a mess in distress, but we're still the best. Dress fearless, say yes. We don't dress to impress. I don't have a favorite part of that track. The whole thing is just iconic, and I'm telling you now, it's gonna be one of the most iconic and best K-pop songs of all time.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, this next one might be a little bit controversial because so many people didn't like it, but I'm like, are we hearing the same thing?
Hi, it's me again, I'm back. Let's talk ASAP. Do you have the time? Let's talk ASAP, baby. Just for a minute. Just for a minute.
Okay, this next one I have to give a shout out to one of my King Cobra snakies, King Cobra Sakuza. And I also want to give a shout out to all my King Cobras and all my Black Mambas for putting me onto so much good music this year. But yeah, this one, I just had it on repeat non-stop. Okay, this next one was really hard to choose because this particular group and all the units had 10 out of 10 albums. I had to go with, it was hard, but I kind of knew this was going to be my favorite track of theirs this year. I swear to God, that is such a feel-good song. It gives me Friday night, good vibes. Shout outs to Key. I love that. That was my sort of favorite shiny related track of this year for sure. Okay, this next one was basically impossible to choose, but I kind of just went with this one because one, the track is so good, and two, this track was kind of I don't know. It was the start of something, not just for me, but for lots of us. I don't have a favorite part of that one. The whole thing just slaps. Every single track XG dropped this year has been a 10 out of 10, and the tracks have been on repeat. Let's go to the final two tracks.
My favorite, my addiction. My addiction, my favorite, my addiction. You will like it too.
Guys, please ignore those church bells in the back. But he came through, man. That album was 10 out of 10. Someone left a comment on my album first listen saying that her voice isn't good enough for a solo. Just listen to that outro of that track and say something stupid like that again. Let's go on to the final track. Oh, that song, I swear to you, is one of the best things I've ever heard in my whole entire life. It's so good. Are you kidding me? And it's an interlude. It's an interlude. An interlude. I wish they'd made it like 4 minutes long. It's still kind of long for an interlude, but still, I swear to God, that song, the synths, the pads in that, their delivery, they rap in this specific way, which is quite rare in K-pop. That song to me is just magic. It's magic. It's just so soothing. Okay guys, I have to go. That is the end of my list. Make sure you leave your lists in the comments. Give me your top 20. You can follow my rules that I put for myself, or you can just not. It doesn't really matter. I feel like a lot of us have exactly the same taste. Some of us have similar tastes, and there are some of us that have like complete opposite tastes, which I love. Also, I feel really crap that I couldn't add more tracks or groups or artists in my list, and I feel like a lot of you will probably have stuff I love in your list too, and I'll feel a lot more better and satisfied if I see your lists in the comments and see those songs that I wanted to put in and couldn't. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for making 2023 such an incredible year. You all mean so much to me. You don't understand. You're like my little homies. I love arguing with you in the comments. I love laughing with you in the comments. I love enjoying music with you. You're so special to me, and you're just so special in general. If you didn't know that, if you didn't know how special you are, let 2024 be the year you learn how incredible you actually are. You are magic. You are magic. You can do anything and you can be anything. Let this be your year. Happy New Year. Let's enjoy another year of K-pop as well. Think how many new bangers we're going to have. I'll see you next year for another top 20 video. I love you so much. Goodbye.